court, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. And now the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Handoff to the back. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Down in the red zone. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Knocks that one right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the left. Fights through a tackle. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the tailback's got it again. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Testing the right side here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Ball is free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, headed the other way.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. He'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled, but 1st down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Now it's 2nd down here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Knights keep the football on the move. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Knights looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, UCF 3, Ohio State 0.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Takes the handoff again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. It's a second and goal play for the offense. It's a QB sneak. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
UCF 10, Ohio State 0.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes the handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it, and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They've reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And here's the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. There's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that route.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Knights line it up with 1st and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. This one will be fair caught. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive, cut into this lead, or play it safe. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Contact as he let the ball go. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. Snags a quick throw. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And here comes a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Tailback with another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, UCF 17, Ohio State 7.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to extend the play. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Point after, up and good. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. What point are you going to start putting those into play?
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Getting set. Here's second down. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Keeping it on the ground here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Knights are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try and run it with the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And the field goal is good.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Number 13, set to kick it away.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. Hand off to the single back. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He bought some time, now lets it go. Dumps it down to the back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Receiver in motion now. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. And the offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Takes it inside the 40. Tackle made after a big gain. The Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
So this one is tucked away.